Hello, how are you doing? I hope you're okay. Yeah, so I wanted to actually do like a get ready with me, but then I realized, I don't do makeup and I don't have all this stuff, so you just have to listen to me go on and on and on. And I don't know how my camera, like where my camera is facing and whatever. So I just wanted to see I'm in the frame and everything. And this is like a mini get ready with me, but it's not actually because I'm not getting ready to go anywhere. I'm just from the shower. So what I wanted to do for this video is I asked ChatGPT a bit of questions to because I want to do like a quick Q&A, and this seemed to be the best idea to ask. So we'll start. Okay. So we have a total of 50 questions, but I don't think I'll do all of them in one video. Maybe I'll do 20, then I can do the rest as we go on. I don't know if I should put on my specs because I can't see. I can't see without the specs, but there might be a glare. So the first question is, what is your biggest dream right now? That is huge. Like, what is my biggest dream right now? I think just get settled. And by get settled, I mean like have somewhere permanent to like stay, maybe get myself a little piece of land, have a house. That is the main goal, but the immediate goal will be maybe get a job. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying that sector. It's not working. Really. So I'm going to get some. I honestly don't even know. Like, I wanted to like do my edges, but should I? It's 8 p.m. Then the next question is, what is my typical day like for me? Honestly, I don't even have like a routine or anything. I do freelancing. I haven't done that in a long while. Like 2 to 3 weeks, I haven't been doing that because I was getting paid mediocre money, and I had to like quit. And then I negotiated my pay, and now I'm back at it. So basically started again today. So my typical day will be, I wake up. I honestly don't have like a standard waking time, but while I have been trying to grow my YouTube, I've been trying to wake up at 5 a.m. Wake up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. Then do lives until like 7. Sometimes I honestly just go on throughout the day until like 6 p.m. But yeah, I haven't been doing that like consistently. I take breakfast at 11 most of the times. I take breakfast at 11. I mostly skip lunch. Sometimes I skip dinner, which is very bad because I'm like, I'm not the healthiest. I'm not sickly, but I'm like, yeah, I get like fatigue. I have like symptoms of anemia, but I'm not really diagnosed, so I should be eating better. Yeah, and then sometimes I do lives at night also. I sleep at maybe 1 or 3 or whatever times I just feel like I want to sleep, or whenever I'm ready to sleep, I sleep. Sometimes 10, sometimes 1, sometimes 3. Yeah, so that is it. When I'm doing like academic writing actively, I sleep sometimes at like 4:30, and then I wake up at maybe 8 or 9. Yeah. So okay, this one is number 3 is asking, what is something you've learned about yourself recently? Let me see. What have I learned about myself recently? By the way, I yap a lot. Maybe that is also one of the things I've learned about myself, that I yap a lot. Hmm. What will be something more serious that I've learned about myself? But I think like the talking is usually because I stay indoors, like most of the times I'm indoors and I don't get to talk to people as often. So whenever I get an opportunity to like talk on YouTube or whatever, or talk to someone, I just over explain and overshare everything, which is also not a really good thing because I feel like whenever I tell someone something that is like going on nicely or whatever, if I just speak about it, it crumbles. Yeah. So maybe I should tone down on that. What have I learned? I guess. Hmm I guess. What have I learned about myself? That I'm afraid to travel alone. I never knew that would be a thing. And honestly, I was planning to like going on a little vacation. It's not like a real vacation, on a little vacation. And I have a friend in Mombasa, so I was like, okay, whenever I want to go, I'll just tell her I'm coming. Maybe we can meet because she also has a YouTube channel. We can meet and we do some content. I don't know where to put this thing honestly. We can do some videos together, but I didn't find her. So I started like asking other of my friends in Nairobi, like, do you want to go? Do you want to go? And all of them were like, no. The other one was like, maybe we try in December. The other one was like, ask me in 2 weeks. So um, I've learned that I'm actually afraid of traveling alone, but I have to change that. I will have to. What other thing? I don't really know. Another thing, which is very, but this one I think I had an idea of. I'm a very good person with finances. Like, I'm very good with finances. I, the fact that I've been able to manage this far, very, very good. But I know this because my family, like, I have my sister usually is like, you are so, like, I am the one person who doesn't like spending money on something that is unnecessary. For example, this week, I don't think I have been out this week. Today is on a Wednesday, and I don't think I have been out since, I guess, Saturday, just going anywhere outside. I haven't, and the reason why is because I know, like, the only reason I go outside is like if I need to buy something, and right now I don't need anything, so I just don't go. Saves me a lot of money. Yeah. With my lotion, as I told you, I'm just from showering, so still doing prep. This is Valon. I've honestly never used this Valon until now. Oof. I got it on an offer. Not an offer, like it wasn't on an offer. It had it was I think 250, and then it had a conditioner, treatment. I don't know, treatment, conditioner, whatever. That was on offer when you buy it, so I decided to buy it because it was saving me money. As I said, I save money a lot. Okay, the next one we have number 4 is, what is my favorite childhood memory? What is my favorite childhood memory? I honestly don't think I have like any specific thing. Is there any specific thing that I would say was my favorite childhood memory? I don't know. I don't think so. But my parents have been nice, incredibly nice. My mom, especially. My mom, especially. Yeah. I don't know if there is anything spectacular. I will say that this was my favorite childhood memory, honestly. I think I just had like a normal childhood. By the way, we grew up so many kids, so many children. So it's not like there was a time for you to feel like a Beyonce. But I think, okay, let me say this. This is not like a big thing, but I remember there was a time when my mom wanted to like send. I was at home, me and my younger brother. My brother is younger than me by 3 years. The youngest brother is younger by 3 years, and my mom wanted me to send me like to a shop, and it's like somewhere, it's a little distance, and as you know, I'm an introvert. I don't really like going out. That is how I have been my whole life. So she wanted to send me to the shop, and I was like, no, I don't really want to go. Why don't you send my brother, because he's a boy? Why can't he go? And my mom and dad were there, and my mom was like, you should go. We started crying. The both of us were like crying. At this point, I think I was like 14 years old, and my brother was like 12, I think, or something. So we were both crying, and my mom is like, you are the eldest, like you are elder. I'm not the firstborn, obviously, but I am elder than my brother. So my mom is like, you are elder, you are not supposed to be acting as childish as you are. If I send you somewhere, you're supposed to go. And my dad was there and was like, no, but my mom said, your brother is the last born, he's the one supposed to be crying. And my dad was like, no, but this is also the last born girl. So that is also like something. I started like smiling amidst tears. So that was, I can say that was one, but I don't really have like something spectacular to say this was my favorite. And my mom picking me, like when I was like 13, my mom was doing a certain course, and it was in another town, and she had to like, she wanted to go with one of us, like at that age, at like 13, 14, I was home with me and my last born brother, just the two of us. So my mom wanted to go with someone, and she was like, I'll go with you, like me, and left my brother. And my brother literally fought me, like we fought. He came into my room and he was fighting me. He tore my t-shirt. I remember he tore my t-shirt. Gosh, that boy. He tore my t-shirt and he was fighting me. Why are you going over me? Blah, blah, blah. And then my mom comes into the room. So the way we were standing, I was, there used to be like a window. Let me see, this is the back wall. And then this is the bed. It's my bedroom, okay? This is the bed and then this is the window. And the door is on this side. So as we were fighting, my mom hears the commotion, and then she comes into the door. Because I'm standing on this side, I could see her coming in, and I quickly turned. I quickly turned my brother to like be in her way immediately, so that when she starts whooping, she starts with him. And thankfully, she knew he was the problem, because he was being problematic because I was chosen over him. Yeah, so that is also something funny. I guess. Uh-huh. Is that literally? Oh my brother is so grown right now. It's so funny. But I'm sure if we stay together, we'll probably have a few fights again, in as much as we are grown. um, Let me see. Another one. Number 5, ask, who is someone that inspires you daily? Someone that inspires me daily. Is it like family related, or just anyone? I honestly, I know people say don't believe social media, whatever. But I think I have like a lot of people online that I've watched and I've seen them grow and change their lives through being consistent, and I admire that from them. First, I would say I mentioned this guy previously in my video, Lennox Jr. His channel is called Lennox Jr. Um, they're not like big, but they're like the people that have watched grow. I also have Dennis Ohuru. That guy has also like come from far. Who else do I know that inspires me? I'm looking for my lip gloss. I honestly got like a lipstick and I don't really like having bright lips, but I once did. Yeah. Who inspires me? Akina Abel Mutu. I don't know. Like I get much inspiration from people online. Yeah. Because again, those are like some of the people I interact with. Not interact with, like I watch them on a daily basis almost. Okay. So it's not about someone who has like something big that I would look at and say, okay, this is so big, I wish I had this. Yeah, it's just people who have improved. There is another one, she's called Mary who? Mary someone. Oh my god, I forgot. But she's also like a Kenyan YouTube. I've watched her for like 4 years and I've also seen her like you can see when someone improves. She has a kid, she has a girl, a daughter, and I can see like the improvement. The other day, I think it was just last week, they were taking a flight for the first time and I'm really proud of her. Yeah, I'm proud of where these people have come from. Let me see, number 6. But my mom is also a great inspiration. I admire her resilience, but yeah, there are some things that she has done that I will do differently. But she also inspires me a lot. What is the hobby you wish you had more time for, more money for? Excuse me. I wish to be traveling. More time for. I wish I would dedicate more time to like growing my art. I would like to know how to draw. Let me see. I would like to know how to draw like better portraits, whatever. I'm not so good at it, but I can try. In high school, I think my portraits were nice. Next, what's a small habit that has changed your life? That changed my life. I think being consistent, knowing everything will not work out like the way you expect it, but you have to, even with disappointment or whatever, you still have to work through that. Yeah, I think that has been. And another one, no one is coming to save you. You have to work yourself. You have to work yourself. You may have people around you who have all these things. People will tell you nice things. Oh, I will help you do this. Um, just let me. The amount of people that I've had say, send me your CV. I'll see what to do about it. There is even don't don't think anyone is coming to save you, and there is nothing that comes of it. There was literally someone who was like, this person was working for an NGO, and I was like, the course I studied is like to do with NGOs. So I told this person, can you like, can I find an internship within your organization? This person straight up tells me, if you let me marry you, then I'll find you an internship. I'm like, what? Let me marry you for an internship? What do you mean? Yeah, so that is that. So no one is coming to save you. You just have to work for yourself. Do everything. Yeah. Everything. Not everything will work out, but you have to try. So consistency is one thing that I've learned that has changed my life. Yeah. What is the best advice you've ever received? This has to be from my mom when I was in class 8. Class 8 is like the final class in the Kenyan primary education, and you usually do a national exam. So the last term before we did the exams, I was failing terribly, and I was so worried because KCSE was coming. Okay, I was not failing terribly. Like, the thing is, I used to be like position one, position one, position one, and then here comes the final term, and I'm like position three, and my mom could see like I'm getting sort of distressed, and she was just like, don't worry. She like gave me a pep talk, a small pep. My mom is like that kind of person who, she doesn't shout at, she shouts but she doesn't beat anyone. She can shout, "Unafanya nini?" Yeah, but she doesn't beat anyone. So she just gave me a small pep talk and was like, don't worry, even though you think like things are not really working out the way you want, don't worry, it will be okay. Yeah, and that taught me, and I did well in my final exam. I got 399, which was another depressing thing. 399 out of 500. I was like, why could I not get 400? You know, it will make such a big difference. And she also had to talk to me about that and say, don't worry, you already did well. And by the way, we had made a pact. Like, the time she was telling me about that thing, oh, don't worry about your grades, like, you're doing well. And I told her, if I like, depending on what I score, if they call me to a national school, that is where I'm going. I don't want to go to like a day school or whatever, because I don't want to be waking up very early, walking in darkness, going to school. And she was like, yeah, deal. So when I got there, my KCPE, and I was called to Luguluga High School, and she was like, yeah, we already agreed on this. And so I went. By the way, one thing, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, that I still hold against my dad is like, when it was happening, it wasn't a big deal, but it hurt me. My dad has never stepped in my high school. Like, he was supportive and whatever, and support, oh, you know, just let your mom come and whatever. He doesn't even know the gate of my high school, but he was always there. But it still hurts me to this day that my dad never came on any visiting day or whatever, in as much as he was always there. I know they were like, sometimes to save pesa, and yeah, but yeah, it's okay. My mom showed up. mm-hmm. One thing, like, for Kenyans, we don't, not everyone has cars, so there are not cars. And my dad is like a busy person. Every weekend he's like going to, I don't know, he's been invited to be the chief guest somewhere, blah blah blah. So I guess he just never had the time, but it still hurts. I still think about it. The next one, number 9, ask what's a goal that you've set for yourself this year? Very small goals. In January, honestly, I moved out last year, and then I said I'm not carrying any. This is a small goal, but it's very fundamental. I said I'm moving out, but I'm not going to carry any shoes, because the shoes I had were like old. So I told myself every month I have to get myself a new pair of shoes. This is it wasn't just shoes, but mainly shoes. I want, by the end of the year, look at myself and be like, yeah, this, even if we buy 2 in a month, but there's like one that was meant to fulfill that goal. And yeah, I've done that. This is April. I actually haven't bought one in April. And I have a reason. It's because I haven't been working. So I don't want to be using the money. But I've gotten other things that I wanted. Tiny gifts. Because it was all about gifting myself. Like this one. I wanted to buy this one. And I got the clips. So I was like, that will fill in for April. But I'm still thinking to stay consistent with the shoes, January I got myself a pair of shoes. Only February I got a pair of shoes. I don't know, and what else? I think tops. March I got myself a pair of shoes and a passport. A heavy passport. And a passport. And then April I got these hair things and whatever. And I also did a new hairstyle. That is also a gift. So ultimately just gifting myself, showing myself a bit more love. And yeah, last year I had set myself the goal to get to 1K subscribers, which I did, and was very nice. What other goal? Honestly, I'm not getting a job, so I'm just thinking, will I be able to like find something abroad? So for this year, I'm trying to look in to study German. I started and then I kind of stopped because I was like, oh, again, I'm unsure, blah blah blah. I don't like things going very slowly, but yeah, I will learn German, and then when it comes the end of the year, when people are applying for Ausbildung, I'll have my language certificate. I have to learn myself, and then I'll just go do the exams. I don't have time to be going to Nairobi town every evening for language lessons. Number 10. What is something that you're proud of but rarely talk about? What is that? I think just being able to stay alive. Being able to stay alive. Yeah. Hey, it's not easy. It's not easy. Taking care of yourself, honestly, it's not easy. When I was moving out, I was just like, God help me just be able to like sustain myself without having to be bothering. Let me say, like, if I have to call my mom, like, oh, I don't have rent for this month. Oh, call my sister, oh, can you send me something? I don't have food. And I don't think I have done that since then, but also because I honestly don't like sharing whenever I have my problem, especially with my family. I just don't like getting anyone worried, or now this is happening, now she might not be okay, blah blah blah. Yeah. What else could I say I'm proud of? Getting myself a passport. That is something I wanted to do from, I think, 2021. When back then, when passports were like, I think it was like the one I got for 12,000 was, I think, 7,500, I guess. And it has gotten to 12,000. Me just planning every day, oh, I'll get a passport, I'll get a passport, I'll get a. So I've been able to do that, and I'm really proud of myself. The first person in the family to have a passport. May God open those doors for me, eh? So that I don't have a passport for 10 years without going anywhere. I see people online. I see people online saying the way they have the passport for 10 years and it just expires. Mungu, please, sikia maombi. Sikia maombi ya mwanao. Yeah. What else? Number 11. What's your favorite comfort food or meal? I'd say githeri. Is that a comfort food? Like when I don't have time to eat, to make food or whatever, I just make githeri. Githeri, I like it. But my favorite thing I'll say to eat is samosas. I really love samosas. Ndengu samosas, not the minced meat. But any sort of samosas are okay actually. Number 12. How do you unwind after a long day? Sleep. But most of the times I don't really. Do I really even have long days? My life is not easy, but I think I'm just used to everything. Like when I'm really locked into writing, I could get like very tough days. You do this, you give the client whatever they need, they still bring the work back. You have to redo, you have to rewrite, you have to research. And it gets frustrating because sometimes like the work gets reassigned and you are penalized. So that is so bad. You could have been working for something the whole week, you know you're going to get something from that, but instead you get a fined. You get fined, I mean. So that is something that is tough, and I honestly just lock myself away. Nowadays that I do lives, I rant online, I rant on my lives, and I'm like, yeah, this is it. But okay, I'm thinking the thing is wanting me storage. I need more storage. Yeah, let me maybe do up to 15, and then we'll continue from there next time. Number 13. What's a small thing that always makes you happy? Small thing that makes me happy. I guess I just go online to laugh with people. Say hi. Hi, lives. My lives make me happy, I guess. Mm, yeah, just talking to people. Talking to people, seeing people be kind, it makes me cry, but it also makes me happy. Like I could sob, cry a whole episode of watching something that is remotely emotional. I just cry, but again, it fills my heart. So that's that. And looking through my photos, I have my photos, all of them. I think I have like about 5 Google Photos accounts that are full of my photos from 2020 mostly, but we also have a few from before that. And I just going through, I could take like 3 hours scrolling through my photos, and it makes me happy to see like the difference in who I am, in the people that I live with, my family, my nieces and nephews. Like that is a nice thing, I guess. And I'm always the person who will advocate for document your life. That is why I'm on YouTube. That is why I started YouTube, to document my life. What else? On number 14, what's a book that changed your perspective? What's a book that changed my perspective? I honestly read for fun, but I've read, I think these motivational books I've read, I don't really think there is like a book that really changed my life. No, I just read for fun. Most of the things I read in the books are things I already know. So I don't really think there is a. I'll say there is a book. Is it a book or a memoir? It's the same thing. This is the closest to changed my life. When I was in high school, when I was in Form 2, that was like I was about 16 years old. I read the book called Angels on Assignment, and that was the book that made me become a Christian, sort of. Yeah, so I guess that is the remote to change my life. But the modern, I know when something says change your life, is like financial, or you stop doing this, you stop doing that. I don't think so. And number 15, what's a place you've always wanted to visit? I honestly want to go everywhere. I want to go everywhere in the world. I've been watching Bold and Bankrupt, like do the what is it called? Like these countries in the in between Europe and Asia, those countries. I want to go to those countries. I would like to go to Australia. I would like to go to Namibia. I would like to go to, you see, like Morocco, Tunisia, those coastal towns. I would like to go to them. In Kenya, I would like to go to Lamu. I haven't been in Lamu. I'm honestly a bit skeptical about specs. Huh? A bit what? Wait, what? I'm a bit I'm a bit worried. Like I'm not sure about the security situation in traveling to Lamu by bus or whatever. So that is also, I would like to go to like northeastern. I'm honestly like, you see these towns that don't have a lot of people. I would love to go to those towns. And by the way, I've been doing like sit-ups, and my intestines are like painful right now. Yeah, because I'm I, I'm letting myself gain a belly, and I don't want it. I don't want to have a belly. Yeah. So that is up to number 15. We are at 35 minutes, so I guess I'll leave this here, and then we can continue next time, probably up to 30, hopefully, or more. Yeah, because I don't want the video to be too long. The thing will just cut out because of storage. I'll get a memory card, but yeah, I guess this is cool. I hope the thumbnail will look good. Bye bye. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and say hi and let me know how you're doing. I could actually record like the next ones, but let me see the feedback for this one. I love you. Bye bye. Have a blessed day. I hope the quality is nice. I'm using the front camera and it's night time.